Hey, what
Danny, you and the workbench can craft a masterpiece. Think about it.
the fuck do I get out of here? Ah, isn't that nice? Or is it better like that? That's pretty nice too, huh? Let's just do that. All right. How do I do this so I don't record the fucking... All right, we'll record it on Elgato. Hello, 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 hello. Mike? Mike is not muted, no. It's going well. How's everybody doing? Hello, Moto. Yeah, hey, what's up, Mark the Frog? Unfortunately, no Roadcraft this morning. We have to take a break. Nick needs backgrounds, so I stayed up till... I couldn't sleep, so I got up at about 11. I went to bed at like 10. Got up at 11, and then I filmed backgrounds till like 1:30. It's so much fun. It's so much fun just listening to podcasts and filming backgrounds. Oh, thank you for saying that, Zach. Hope things turn around for you. New Snoopy game just got announced. Just let Eric know. He's the Snoopy guy. Another 11 and a half hour day yesterday. Jesus, Mark. You sound like my wife. In that she also works like 12-hour days. She works very hard. 8 to 8 most days. It's owning your own businesses, though, I guess. Hang tough, big dog. Hell yeah. I have an interview a few minutes. Any tips? Are you interviewing someone for something? Are you being interviewed for something? Or is it job related? Just be yourself. Think about all the people that like you for who you are. These people will too. Have you ever thought to leave Easter eggs in the backgrounds you record? I have done that many times. Released a lot of Easter eggs and stuff I've made over the years. Many, many, many times. I have like a meta Easter egg that I've got working with the VODs. I just haven't implemented it yet. But yeah. Yeah, it's rough days, man. Especially she's on her feet all day long because she's, a hairstylist. So she's just walking and talking. And, cutting. Love the new GURP and Coos. That sounds so weird. When you say it like GURP and Coos, it sounds real strange, doesn't it? It's pretty. I wasn't even looking for this. I was just going to go out and get I was thinking it might be fun to just hop on a jet ski and just ride for 20 minutes and see where we end up. But maybe circle the map. But this is it's prettier than anything I filmed last night. How is it in Austin? What's up, Inertia? I don't know. Let me see. Weather. I haven't been outside yet today. 79 degrees. High today is 93. Low is 77. Sounds like a gorgeous day to ride bikes. I'll be doing that later. I gotta, what do I gotta do today? Oh. I'm taking Millie back to college next week, so I'm going to be out of the office for just a couple days, which means I have to do back-to-back soul rights. So I already did a soul right on Monday. Now I have to film a second one today. But I have so much to talk about. Let me tell you, I'm excited because I raced a bird. I was thinking about what countries have the most and least holidays. I learned about a place called Devil's Hole. Did you know? You're gonna think I'm fucking stupid, and maybe I am. Did you know that Dracula wasn't the first vampire? I just didn't know that. I just assumed Bram Stoker created vampires like Mary Shelley created Frankenstein. They were in the same book when I was a kid. Now, vampire novels have been around for about 100 years longer than Bram Stoker's Dracula. That came out in like the late 1800s, like 1880s, 1890s. I think the first mention of vampire was in a poem in the 1700s. So the other day I bought a bunch of vampire novels that predate Dracula that I'm going to read. Blew my mind. And my wife was like, yeah, what are you, stupid? And I guess I am, because she knew. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be talking about on Saul, right, today. Yeah, pre-Twilight vampires. Missed my takes. Well, you don't have to wait too long, Patrick, because we already recorded a second episode, and I'm in it, and I had takes. And I think that'll come out in the next, 2 to 3 weeks. So you don't have to wait long to hear my 2 takes. The backgrounds, thanks. That's a good question, Ernest. These backgrounds are for the Regulation Podcast. So it's an audio podcast. This is the main thing that I do, main thing that we do. If you're new here, started a new company after Rooster Teeth called the Regulation Company. The main product we create is the Regulation Podcast, which is an offshoot of a podcast we did called Fuckface. It's been going for about 5 or 6 years now. I'm not sure exactly how long. And it is an audio podcast because it was created during the pandemic when we're all in different locations. We kind of like that vibe, but for a visual aspect on the YouTube videos in specific, because, it's available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and all those other places. But for YouTube, it needs some sort of a video. And so I go in and I film backgrounds and videos, like serene backgrounds in video games. And then every episode of the Regulation Podcast and previously Fuckface, I don't think I did it for Fuckface. I think I just do it for this, but just as a 20-minute background on loop. Just to give you something to look at while you're listening. Oh, that's cool, Cebolorado. I'm going to bring that back at some point. Devil's Hole. Yeah, I just saw it on TikTok last night. Good morning, Jeff. I just got a new NASCAR diecast Chase Elliott, and the card pack I got a cool of Jimmy means he's a driver, owner. That's cool. Nice. Gives me something to listen to while I'm looking. Exactly. Oh, that's awesome, Kanaya. That's badass, just like you. The badass. Will I still be able to release old Jeff designs? Yeah, I can. I own them all. Well, I own about 95% of them all. So, yeah, I can. Hell yeah, Ernest. I'm not stopping. Gavin and I just filmed the first part of our Portal 2 two-person Let's Play series yesterday. I think it went very well. We're going to just beat the game together. It's going well, JD Monkey. Not only do I not have any tips, Spicy Melee, I'm not sure I understand. Can you please get that other 5%? Those are the ones we really want. Unfortunately, I can't. Yeah, the fan art box is still open. You can send stuff to our P.O. box. Absolutely. I got the address over here if you need it. I love the Portal games. Yeah, it's been fun to go back and play Portal 2 again. Gavin and I are talking about it. It's probably been a decade since either of us played it, so it feels like playing it for the first time. But we never played it together, I don't think. So, no. Warner Brothers owns 5% of Jeff. That stuff didn't transfer to Bernie. Those are just designs that they couldn't find the agreements with the contracted artists for, so they just are in limbo. But it's okay. I have hundreds of designs. The AH cooler, yeah, that thing was cool. I don't know whatever happened to it. I used to have one. I don't know what happened to it. Can I make an odd future gaming request? Oh, an odd gaming request for the future. I thought you were referencing odd future in some way. Okay, can Andrew do a playthrough of Hell Is Us once it launches? If he wants to. You'd have to ask him. He's autonomous in that way. Thank you, Schindler's Fist. Ricky Stanicki. How many unsolved bets do you and Gav have over time? 1 million. You fuck with Odd Future? I wouldn't say I fuck with them, but I know who they are. I know of them. I like elements of them. If when the break show comes back, will it also include things sent to the P.O. Box? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just went to the P.O. Box 2 days ago and filled Emily's car with boxes from you guys. And so it's going to be a lot of boxes. It's going to be a lot of audience sending stuff, at least in the outset. We never got through all of the stuff that was sent to the fuckface break show, like break shit, like way back at the beginning. We were trying to get through it, but at first it was hard to get the show made, and then we just kept getting so much stuff in. Then you guys kept sending stuff even though we were on hiatus as we were being shut down, and so I just have a closet at the office full of your mail, and so we're just going to blow through it all. That'll be the first couple episodes, just trying to get through all of that mail. Some of this mail is going to be 4 years old. People probably forgot that they used to be comment leavers and regulation listeners. It was so long ago. Oh, that's very nice of you to say, Zed Metal. I did get Andrew. I got him some flowers and some chocolates. Good morning, Darcinda. All right, we're 11, almost 12 minutes in. We're going to rotate out of this map here, or at least the shot, in another 3-4 minutes. What up, Foxnut? I'm excited too, Steffi. I actually was at work yesterday, and I had a bunch of like stuff I didn't want to do. Like I had to hang a TV, which I don't know about you, but I'm so sick of hanging TVs on walls, mounting TVs to walls. I've been doing it now for my entire adult life, it feels like, and it's the worst. And then I had to hang some other shelves too, and it always requires wall anchors and drills and ugh. But I powered through it. Mark the Frog knows what I'm talking about. I powered through it, and I got it all done. And now the break room is like ready to go. I just need the video cables to be run properly and everything to be connected in OBS and finalized, and then we're ready to go on that show. It's 100% ready. Thanks for the sub, Metaler. Do I listen to Clutch My Pearls? I do, absolutely. One thing I kind of miss is that when they first started making it, before they moved, they've had a couple locations where they recorded, but the very first location was in the office at our old house. And so I would sit in my living room on Sundays and just have football on mute and just listen to them record and hear it recorded live. And then it would always be so much fun to hear the edit. But yeah, I'm a big fan. And not just because it's my wife and her friends, because I think they genuinely are very funny and have chemistry and some sort of a special something together. It's very hard to find or get. Are we talking about changing from fuckface to regulation? Yeah, we weren't 100% sure we were going to get the rights to the biggest thing we wanted to do was Warner Brothers shut down Rooster Teeth, right? And the biggest thing we wanted to do is we wanted to continue. We knew we were going to become a new company the second we found out about it, right? We had, in many ways, been mentally preparing for this day. Ideally, it would be we would be able to continue an unbroken chain of content We thought that was super important. We didn't want to disappear for even a week or 2 weeks or a month or 2 months and then come back as a new thing or come back as the same thing and be like, miss us, we're back. We don't want to do that. We wanted to say, like, this thing's winding down and this thing's winding up. And the only way we could assure that we would be able to do that in an unbroken line was to rebrand, start a new production company under a new title, Regulation Podcast, while we were securing the rights to Fuckface, which we always intended to get, but buying the rights to intellectual property with a company the size of Warner Brothers just is complicated and takes a long time. They were very helpful in it. No dig there. They ultimately got us everything that we wanted, and they did it as fast as they could, but they were dealing with far more than just us in that process, and it's a slow process. And to be totally honest with you, it was funny to make a podcast and call it an unsellable name like Fuckface when I worked for Rooster Teeth and Warner Brothers. But as an independent company, we don't need those hurdles, you know? RT shut down? Yeah, a little over a year ago. Pearls is such a great podcast. I completely agree. Yeah, RT shut down May 10th, 2024. I think was the last day. And then May 11th, 2024 was the first day of regulation. What do I think of Warner Brothers merging with Discovery just to split up again? I don't care. I wish them well. I wish them all the best. I hope they figure it out. I'm just glad to not be twisting in the wind of it all anymore. Does Warner Brothers still own Achievement Hunter? As far as I know, they do, yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but unless somebody else came in and bought it, I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers owns Achievement Hunter and Let's Play. It's hard to believe 2 years is around the corner. Well, it's a pretty big corner to turn still. It's at least 6 months, but I agree. Time flies. Hey, congratulations on your Gerpler, Filthy Cur. All right. I think we're going to cut this recording. Good deal. Okay. I was hoping to find a jet ski. I think I got like 6 or 7 of these recorded last night, so I don't necessarily need another just like pretty sunset shot. I was kind of hoping to do something a little more interactive and experimental. Just need to find a jet ski. Can I get the fucking... There you go. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, you know what? I think there's probably one up here. Please don't do that. Please don't review bomb the H stuff. Don't do anything like that. If you want to buy H, you can talk to Warner Brothers. I'm sure they'd listen. I don't think that they're gonna. Well, I don't know. I can't speak for Warner Brothers, but I can't imagine they have a lot to do with it. You know, if you had the money to spend on it, it wasn't worth it to me, but it might be worth it to you. Okay. Just replaced a heat pump pool heater. It's nice to have a normal service call for once this week. Hell yeah, Mark. Congratulations on that one. All right, I'm going to start recording, and then we're just going to go for a drive. We're going to try to drive around the map. So we're going to go right, and we're just going to keep going right. Maybe we should go left. We're going to go left. I'm left-handed. We're going to go left, and we're just going to see what happens. Ideally, we'll go for 20 minutes. Drink some coffee first. I'm not going to be able to for the next 20 minutes. Yeah, I mean, you got to remember, too, speaking of Achievement Hunter, before Warner Brothers shut Rooster Teeth down, Achievement Hunter shut Achievement Hunter down. They ended it. My one request to them I did the goodbye stream for Achievement Hunter. My one request for them was that if they end it, they actually end it. They don't bring it back or resurrect it for some sort of a cash grab or once a year type reunion bullshit or anything like that, just to let it be dead. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, it's still dead. Oh, yeah, that's all me, Darcinda. Thank you. Okay, here we go. All right. I don't want to go too fast. I'm not trying to be a speed demon here. I just want to go consistent. Expedition 33, there are areas which are essentially just landscape areas. Yeah, I have Expedition 33 installed still, I think. I'll be honest, I don't think I could remove the HUD fully, maybe, and I think that's what might have been the problem with that game. I did look at it. Yeah, where's jet ski cruise control? Oh my god, thank you for the sub, Fury. It's surprisingly difficult to find games that are good to film backgrounds in. As a former machinima man, not the company, but the art form, it's definitely a challenge. If there's no HUD there, then it could work as long as it'll let you stand still for a minimum of 15 minutes without cutting into some sort of an idle animation camera or sending you to a menu or dropping you for inactivity. This is Far Cry 6, I believe. Low-key, one of the best games for filming. You know, it's harder to go slow in this thing than it is to go fast, so I think I'm just going to go fast. That's awesome to hear, Ricky Stanicky. I spent a lot of time bored and deployed in the military, and I can commiserate. Back when I was in, we had VHS tapes. Not internet, but you became very, very indebted to Rush Hour on VHS or whatever. What's Plant Crafter? I don't know that game. I might like it. I actually don't really want to play any of these games I'm playing. I just want to film backgrounds. I really only want to play Roadcraft. It's the only game in the world I give a shit about anymore. And this is the first day in like 38 days that I haven't streamed it. But it can't all be Roadcraft. Sometimes you got to do your other jobs. Woo, what's up, buddy? That was cool. Backgrounds for the Regulation podcast, just for there to be some sort of a visual component on the YouTube cuts of the podcast. So if you watch it on YouTube, this will be in the background. Usually they're more passive than this. Usually it's just me looking at a sunset or a sunrise or some trees or something. But I don't know. Every once in a while you want to have fun. So this one we're getting a little more active with it. Hopefully not too active, though. Don't want to submerge. Oof. I don't like those jerky movements like that. That I don't want to do. Be better about that. I'm going for 4 minutes. Have at least minimum 11, but probably 16 more, ideally. Minecraft background? I've thought about it. I have thought about it. Fuck it, I could, huh? There'd be no reason not to. Tell you what. Tell you what. Who was it that said that? Tell you what, Jammy. I'm in the right mood on the right day. Like I just jumped out of the fucking ocean. I'm in the right mood on the right day in 15 minutes or so. Let's load up Achievement City and film a background in it. Should be able to do that. That'd be fun. Why wouldn't I do that? Yeah. I'm just making myself laugh in my head. Drink this. Now that I think about it, it feels like that should be reserved for something special, like episode 100. But we'll film it anyway, even if maybe it doesn't come out for a bit, or maybe it just fucking come out. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe instead of Achievement City, we should just do Minecraft. Or, oh, thank you, Frizzy Lizzy. Or maybe we'll do Achievement City, but a part of Achievement City that's completely what? Completely unrecognizable, so nobody will know what it is. That'd be kind of fun too. Dan the man the whole time. Just Dan. That's a funny idea, though. Yeah, maybe. I want to look at the map to see how far we've gone, but, you know, that ruins the whole video, so I can't. I'll just have to wait till the end to see how much we traversed. How far do you... All right, we're 7 minutes in. Ideally, we're going to go for 20. I assumed in 20 minutes we'd probably circumnavigate the thing, but I don't know if we will. Be interesting to see where we end up at the end of 20 if we do the full 2-0. I also might lose my patience and give up after 15. Well, Gavin is Dan's friend, so it makes sense. Y'all are saying a lot of names. I know, Mark. I'm sorry. It's the worst. For all of the lore of Regulation and Fuckface, which I pride myself on, you know, we're a podcast, a deep lore about nothing. And I love the universe building and the world building that we've done. And I think it's the best we've done. I really do. I mean, we've developed our own language, for Christ's sake. I really do enjoy it. But it, you know, the previous thing had like 15 years of it. There's so much history there. No, just Minecraft. Do I put the name of the game? Nah. Nah, make you sweat, make you wonder for the rest of your life. If you want to know, you have to catch a live stream and ask me. It's also almost always Far Cry, No Man's Sky, Fallout 76, Hunter Call of the Wild Angler. or Sea of Thieves. I think those are the ones I mostly use. I filmed a bunch of Sea of Thieves last night, which they have upped their idle disconnect to like 10 minutes now, where it used to be 30 minutes. It's really fucking annoying. It makes getting good Sea of Thieves videos a little more challenging, which is a shame because I'm on an all-time high with Sea of Thieves right now, you know, in terms of fandom. Good morning, Nick Stark. Wow, that's a cool little island.
Hey, Honron. What's the deal with that old fort on the island?
I didn't need a fucking audio cutscene for the video. Ugh.
Claro.
Today is Benitez's island, and she runs the Yaran Navy from there.
Let's go, Hirit.
I like your fire, but I'm not doing anything until I get the green light from Yelena.
Ever tried No Man's Sky? Yeah, actually, No Man's Sky, well, I neglected to mention, but it's probably the one I filmed the most in. I did the most of the first run of videos in No Man's Sky, probably the first like 20. I think I don't have No Man's Sky installed anymore, but yeah, I was actually I filmed most of the No Man's Sky stuff on the PlayStation because it had a upgrade on the PlayStation that made it look a hell of a lot better than the Xbox, but I don't know if that's still the case. And I don't have my PlayStation hooked up anyway. Oof. I don't like how...
Honron.
Stop with the goddamn...
Worth exploring
Ugh.
or not?
See, that place has a history of massacres that all started when that genocidal hijo de puta Cristóbal Colón stepped foot there.
Fuck.
Oh, and it didn't end with him. Locals have always had
We did a walkthrough, just like we watched, or I watched Andrew play Grounded 2, because I think he and I are the only fans of the game. Or at least Grounded, that is. We haven't done a co-op Let's Play in it yet, but it is on the list of things to do. We definitely want to do that. We've already started building Gavin's house, or all of our houses, I guess. We started building Gavin's room in the house and everything. I think we're definitely going to put some time into it. Hopefully the other guys like it. Oh, I don't even have to worry about the volume. There's going to be no volume here. This is going to be muted. You're just going to be hearing the Regulation podcast in the background. It generally doesn't even matter with the subtitles. It's just a minor annoyance. If it happened a bunch, but chances are you're not even going to notice it. You're going to be watching this thing. You're really not even going to be watching it. It's just going to be playing in the background while you're listening to the podcast. And it's a grand total of like 30 seconds subtitles out of 20 minutes. It's no big deal. Not a big enough deal to do something about, I should say. It is Far Cry 6, yeah. Any good reads lately? I bought a bunch of books. I haven't read any of them. I've been reading a book called Death Valley for the podcast. Still All Right podcast, my podcast. But I've stalled on it. And then I was also reading a book called Rage in Harlem before I was reading that other one that I stalled on to read Death Valley. So, no. I need to get back to it, though. Because I just bought a bunch of vampire books for my podcast again. Books might be the thing I buy the most that I use the least. Just can't stop buying them. Can't start reading them. Metal Gear Solid 5's not a bad idea. If you can go headless. I can't remember. I might have looked at it before. I know that Cyberpunk would probably be good. I just haven't gotten around to reloading it. All right, we're 15 and a half minutes. Let's crank out another solid 5 minutes and then move on to the next idea. I am getting a little bored of Far Cry, honestly. I've been chasing this. The very first time we did this, I set up a location. It disintegrated in front of us. There was an accident, and then people started shooting each other, and then they started mowing down civilians, and it all happened like right in front of us. And I got to thinking, wow, that's going to happen all the time. I have not been able to make that happen. Oh, shit. I've not been able to make that happen again, ever. And I've been chasing that. Apparently extremely rare occurrence ever since. Physical copies. I don't like digital copies of books. I'm old in that way. What's bigger, the game or book backlog? Book. By far, book. When I don't read a book I'm supposed to, I get bummed. When I don't play a video game I'm supposed to, I don't really give a shit. Like, I was into Oblivion and Doom, and I was really enjoying those games until Roadcraft came along and distracted me. Roadcraft and Blueprints. But if I don't ever go back to those games, it doesn't matter. I'm bummed about all the books I don't go back and read that I intended to.
I can't lose more teeth, Juan.
No, Papi's my Mexican consultant, and one hell of a guerrilla.
Better not be bullshitting me. Think he got shot down?
Or crashed. Just make sure he's okay, and get that package.
Yeah. I think, too, the thing with games, too, is if I was like, oh, I just need an excuse to make myself play Oblivion, I could just stream it, you know? Wouldn't work as well if I just streamed me reading a book. It's easy to turn video games into work, which makes it easy to prioritize them. Don't everybody remember today's Wednesday, Regulation Podcast 66, I believe, came out today. Was that right? Interesting. And this is a rare moment where we're up to date. I don't think we've recorded next week's podcast yet. So we are as up to date as we've been in the Regulation universe in a very long time. We're usually not so current. What's up, Young Walk? Must visit places in America in your lifetime? Well, I'm going to ignore the Chicago, New York, and LA of it, Mark. I feel like those are givens. Those are slots that just take... They just take slots. Oh, cool. When you're looking for something a little more nuanced. Not that you asked, me specifically, but I would have to say the Northwest California coast, where Big Sur is. Cannery Row, that area. Carmel by the Sea up there. Portland, Oregon. Key West, Florida. Fuck, I don't know. What are some cool... I'm just thinking Mackinac Island is cool. I don't know. I have a lot of recency bias. I'm just thinking of Michigan places. San Francisco's great. Philly's okay. Have a good one, Power Pickle. Key Largo is cool. Never been to Niagara Falls. I'd like to, though. You know, Augusta, Georgia is really cool. Oh, Zion National Park in Utah. Break show background. Who knows? Oh, we're past our 20 minutes. Well, now it's sunset. We might as well ride into the darkness. I will say with Philly, you get a lot of history, too. It's sad history. It's all like, here's where this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and then they all left. And then they all moved away. But it is still very important history. I've never been to Cape Cod, but I hear that's amazing. Always wanted to go to Martha's Vineyard. All those rich people places. The Hamptons. Pretty sure I'll never step foot in the Hamptons or Martha's Vineyard in my lifetime. Crater Lake in Oregon is very cool. I agree. Bend is really cool. Most of Oregon is cool. Oregon itself is just fucking amazing. I would like to have ended up there over Michigan, but Michigan's going to win out because of family. God, if I could live in Astoria, Oregon, that's where I would retire. Astoria, Oregon. It fills the boat thing that I want to do, watching the ships. It's a fucking town on the side of a hill. It's where the Goonies was. It's perfect. I think I just did a full 360 if that's the oil derricks. No way. No way. Did we make it all the way back around? Asheville, North Carolina is supposed to be great. I've driven through it a few times. It seemed cool. Your name's Caesar Passing. I can't fucking believe that we just made it through this again. So that's how long it takes to travel the map on a jet ski. Takes 23 minutes and 47 seconds. All right, I'm going to stop recording. Let's see. Yeah, damn. That's neat. Okay. Save that recording. Let's close this. Oh, excuse me. I did see the W Play stuff, yeah. Hell yeah, Mark. Take advantage of that fishing weather every weekend you can, huh? Yeah, Susan Sarandon knows about regulation, I guess. What time is it? 9:20. Damn. Okay. How did I freaking there we go. Okay. Got my fucking dumb hand in the way though, don't I? I hope Kevin doesn't get mad at me for doing this. Is it better like that from this side where you can see butts forward, or is it better to see the creeper? I think it's better this way. I wish butts was... Maybe I can keep it like that. When you get a little bit of butts. Can't take my hand out though, huh? If there's a way to hide... Is there a way to hide your hand? Can somebody Google it? Settings, video, and toggling. Toggling hide hand. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Is that too busy? I'm gonna have to fucking mess with it forever. I forgot we gave Jack tits. God, do we really give him tits? We must have. No, I think it's got to be this. There's a lot going on. All right, here we go. Fishing Jamboree's not a bad idea. We'll do like 10, 12 minutes here and then get... Fish and Jamboree is an interesting idea. We'll go do that. Get close, see if we can see some frogs and birds and shit. Somebody did. It wasn't me. An old band recommendation. Thank you. Video or gameplay ideas for Minecraft? I mean, honestly, yes. I genuinely have ideas for Minecraft. I don't intend to do any of them. But yeah, I've got a few ideas. But there's no plans to do any. We don't want to make Minecraft videos. No, not really. Thank you, though, for the offer of data. Is Dooley's underwater secret room? Probably. I would think so. What does Emily think of Twin Peaks? Nothing. She's never seen it. I don't think she'd like it. I don't think it's her speed. It's not her vibe. Hey, what's up? That guy from 1995. Thank you so much for the kind words, Mr. J. That's more than enough from you. Thank you very much. Hopefully you'll hang around the stream and chill out with us. We like to listen to Mark the Frog here talk about air conditioners. Is Veronica Mars worth watching? I think so. That was a really, really, really good show. Also, I mean, I haven't seen it since it came out. I watched it back when it was new, so I don't know how it holds up over time. You know, it was a pre-pandemic show, but I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the reboot they did, or the new season they did down the road. Is Hulu really going away? That's what it sounds like. See, he's on his way out to fix one right now. You said you wanted a persistent world that you guys could build in over time. Yeah. Am I excited for college football? Yeah, in a vague way. Like, we'll do our college pick'ems and stuff with the family, and that's always fun, but I haven't put a lot of focus into college football the last couple of years. Really since Saban left. Yeah, it's basically just like getting absorbed into the Disney Plus app. It just sucks. I really like the Hulu ecosystem, and I was, out of everything that, all the different streaming services of which, you know, pay for most of them, Hulu is the one that I considered the default, the one that I go to first. Are you going to put So All Right and Good Morning Gus on YouTube? No, we're not. Do I think minor league baseball is the ultimate minor league? Yes, I do. How long until Disney will own all entertainment? Well, they're not going to own us. I just hate any that have ads when you already pay for the service. Yeah, I hear you. I don't mind ads, but I don't like to pay. I don't like to pay and have ads. Did I see that guy who got the one-handed RBI single the other day? I didn't know. Really not a lot happening on this screen. Are the clouds not moving at all? Is there no day-night cycle? Is there no day-night cycle? All right, I'm gonna stop recording this. I think it probably is turned off. I think I probably turned it off when we were filming something else. How do I fix that? It's off. Do day night cycle is on. Weird. But yeah, it might as well be a screenshot. I agree with you. It was just, there's nothing there. All right, we got some rain at least. I want to say it's gonna be over here somewhere. Yeah. I don't know what that is. Should be over here then. Man, I just can't remember where shit is. No, it's over here. This is right. Right? Should be right over here somewhere. Didn't get icy over here, did it? I'll be goddamned. Well, maybe this will do. How's that for a background? Those clouds are not moving. It's creeping me out. Are they? They're not, right? What is going on? Hmm. Sun's definitely moving. I didn't even see the option to turn clouds on and off in there, but it looks like they're moving. I can't tell. I can't even tell. Is this even a good shot? I can't find a shot I'm happy with. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe it's the universe telling me I shouldn't be fucking with Minecraft. Maybe I should just be like... Let's do this. How about this? We'll do this. I have no idea what's on the other side of this bad weather, but whatever reveals is what we'll reveal in this video. I like this. I like this more. This is good. We can do 15 minutes of this. What time is it? Not even 10 o'clock yet. All right. I just got a text from my wife. My wife just said, if you haven't listened to today's podcast, I guess it'll be a spoiler, but my wife just texted me, allowing a chicken or a turkey burger is insane. Guess she disagrees. Oh, God. Oh, man. It's cool that I never noticed it before. Maybe it hasn't always done this, but the rain changes direction from time to time. Like it's falling this way, and then after a minute it falls this way. Then it's going to fall this way again. It just kind of oscillates. Oh, I like that lit up rain in the background there. What is that about? It's a cool effect. Getting real dark. Really dark. Oh boy. I should have thrown a torch down somewhere. I didn't think about it. That's all right. It won't be dark forever. Look at it. It seems to be permanently raining here, too. The dead pig is definitely singing in the rain. All right. So I record this for... Oh, shit. We're only 3 minutes into this recording. Record with you guys for another 45 minutes or so. Try to get 2 more of these done. Maybe 3. And then... back into the podcast mines. Gotta record still, all right. How many animals do you think you're faster than? You think you could outrun a bird? On a bicycle? You think you could outride a bird on a bicycle? Oh, in a foot race, I'll fuck a bird up. Yeah. Don't bump me. I don't know if you can. Roadrunner would beg to differ. That's a good call. Well, I'll have to figure it out here in a little bit. That's so dark. Dude, an ostrich is fucking fast. Oh, is that what that is? Is that snow? That's funny. Oh, they're fucking huge. Ostriches, cassowaries, those kinds of birds, yeah. They have really long legs. I think they're built for speed. Man, I have had an itchy eye for 2 days. I got sunscreen in it yesterday, and it's just been annoying ever since. Survivability. I read that as swervability, and that I think I like even more. Gotta be able to swerve. Serpentine. They can't fly. Why is Eric in a trash can? Did that come out? The little video of Eric in the trash can? We bought a really cool trash can. We wanted to show it off. Hey, what's up, Fritter, then? Oh my god. I gotta stop this itchy eye. But also, I'm ready for it to be daylight, please. It could be daylight. It could also stop raining. I do like the idea of all of the Minecraft backgrounds I film being in Achievement City, but you not being able to have any idea that it's in Achievement City. Like, you just wouldn't be able to tell from the video. Maybe that's the angle we're going to go for here. Nah. PC with shit. That's a whole other thing. God damn. I took a shower this morning. Lived in Texas 2013, 2014. I tried to see if I could meet the RT because y'all made such great content. Much love to you and that team. Well, thank you. Who's the fastest on the pod? I think probably Nick. Nick's the athlete of the group. Trying to get in a ring shape? Maybe. Nick's got a toddler to chase. That keeps you fast. I was fast as fuck when I had Millie to chase. He's just the one with the youngest kid. Young kid makes you young. Slow as fuck with a 5-year-old. But imagine how much slower we are. I hear you. I'm 50. There's nothing fast about me. All right. Looks like the snow stopped falling back there. Also seems to be lightening up a little bit. Did I read any books about children when raising Millie? What does that mean? Like on how to raise kids, or just books about kids in general? If you're asking if I read any like self-help books or like parent guidebooks or anything, I absolutely did not. That's not my speed. Nah, I didn't do any of that. I've never read a book like that. Never read a self-help educational style book before. Wow. Just all at once. Look at that fucking frog over there. Just wing it. Every kid is different. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't work. If you find useful guidance in those books, then that's all that matters. But it just was never my speed. Oh, it's like shit. It's like a slideshow. When that tree trunk was chopped out? It's a good question. Like 2011, probably. Got yelled at by your little one? That sucks. Your kids have such an innate ability to hurt your feelings specifically. It's wild. I'll tell you the moment for me when it comes to parenthood, I was scared to death for the entire pregnancy, terrified that I wouldn't be ready, that I didn't know what to do, that I was going to fuck up, that I didn't have it, that I'd make all the same mistakes that I thought my parents made, and all new ones too on top of that. But I'll never forget this as long as I live. Millie was born. We came home. I had her in the little car seat, and I remember getting out of the car, just, watching where I put every foot to make sure I didn't trip, walked up the steps and walked into the house. And in the process of walking from the outside into the house, I felt like I walked through some sort of an invisible field. And I remember like all of my fear and all of my worry and everything just stayed outside. And I just walked into the house without it. And in that moment, I thought, I've got this. This is going to be easy. Obviously, it wasn't easy, but it clicks. Parenthood clicks with you in the most jarring, in a good way, where all at once I went from being the scaredest guy in the world to just like so supremely confident that I had it. And I wasn't scared again after that. First few hours of a parent are the most transformative hours. Yeah. Yeah. Your body and your subconscious will take care of you, though. You'll have that moment where you go like, oh, I was made to do this. This is like something kicks in primordially, and you're like, oh, I exist to do this. This is right, and I got it. Anytime, Cedar passing. That scared the shit out of me. That scared the shit out of me. Fucking sheep. Delusions of grandeur. Yeah, that's definitely true, Mark. That is definitely true. The moment I held my daughter for the first time, I genuinely felt a switch flip in my brain, and I knew all of a sudden I knew exactly what I needed to do and how to do it. That is a great, succinct way to put it, King. Yeah, that's very, very similar to my experience as well. Yeah. When Auburn won, you need be all right. Just sent my twins off to 4th grade today. Ah, that's a great time. That's exciting. It goes so fast, though. It goes so fast. I'm sending my fucking asshole. Well, there you go. 15 minutes is when we get that. I'm sending my kid off to 14th grade next week. And I feel the same way. You ever try to use this thing without the HUD? Jesus Christ. Okay. Thank you. There we go. No, pick it up. Pick it up. There we go. Okay. I wonder what this house is. It's fun. I'm kind of lost in my head on this. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I gotta stop overthinking stuff. Fucking hell. I went from what am I supposed to do to I know exactly what I'm going. But yeah, yeah. If that were true, Shuts, I wouldn't get nearly as many criticisms of the backgrounds. I get plenty of criticism of them when people don't like them. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. People love to complain. People complain about everything. Ah. That's okay, Candles. Doesn't bother me. I've been making content for an online audience for 23 years now. I'm pretty used to the criticism. Oh, they don't like them when they're GTA. It's too frantic, too much action. They don't like head bobs and backgrounds. They're too disturbed by the car accidents and the Far Cry 6 one. I hear it all. How do you distinguish? I don't even know how to answer that question. I don't know that you do. I like this shot though. I like the idea of given Achievement City, but not really. There are backgrounds on the podcast. Yeah, there are. If you're watching on YouTube, there are. Or Patreon. Yeah, they're on Patreon as well. SnowRunner doesn't really work. There's a HUD, and the only way to remove the HUD is to kind of be in first person fully, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't look good. I fucked around with it a bunch. Couldn't get it. I couldn't get anything I was happy with out of it. See, I learned from my previous recording. I hid some torches down there so we have some sort of ambient light, even at night. Mind table background. Man, I'm bummed I didn't play Roadcraft this morning. We're getting really close to ending that map. I'm in an emotionally difficult place with that map. I'm scared that the game's going to be over soon. We only have 2 maps after this one. But I'm also like, this is maybe my least favorite map we've done, and so I'm not going to be sad to leave it. Oh, fucking hell. I have to sit down and figure out how many of these things I made last night and this morning, too. Oh, thank you, Extra Medium. That's very kind of you. Did I like the Minecraft movie? I fucking hated it. I watched it. I thought it was pretty terrible. It had like a... 15-minute narrated origin, like, let me catch up to where we are, that just was so needlessly confusing. Not even confusing, just it's just needless. They tried to cram a lot of story in there where they really didn't need to put a lot of story to make it work. It wasn't like plot that's making the Minecraft movie idea difficult to stomach, or lack of plot. What do I think of movies bombing at the box office? I don't know. Like, just not doing well? I think it's a shame. Build a lava chicken machine. Oh. Oh, yeah. I'm streaming Pretty Boy on Twitch, mostly just to tell people to listen to the Regulation podcast and watch Regulation gameplay videos on YouTube or Patreon. I like a sea lion, Mark. Does that count? Gavin and I. It's me, Gavin, Eric, Nick, and Andrew Penn. Yeah, and we do drafts. The drafts are the best thing we do, probably. Nah, you yell about the drafts, Ricky Sinicki. I just watched a bunch of heist preps with Andrew, Eric, and Gav. Am I a big Dan's guy, like Dan's Hamburgers in Austin? Yeah, Dan's is good. We used to eat a shitload in Buda. It was one of the closest restaurants. They had opened a brand new one. It was really nice. I ate a lot of breakfast tacos from Dan's back in like 2008, 2007. I am on the next takes vid. Yeah, we've already filmed it. Is Jack still doing stuff? Yeah. Jack works for a video game company out of, I don't know, Finland or somewhere. Some cold European place. Works remotely, and then he streams and has a YouTube channel where he posts Stardew Valley videos and Minecraft videos. He does like Magic the Gathering pack openings, I think, too. Man, I wouldn't begin to know how to have access to the Sky Factory maps. I guarantee you those are gone. Unless Matt Bragg has them somewhere. But I doubt he does. You think brioche buns are too delicate and sweet for hamburgers. Mark, it's not often I disagree with you, but I think we've found one of those wedge issues. Yeah, the people behind Trial started a new company, and Jack he's like their social media marketing manager guy, public affairs guy. Peak? I don't know if it looks good enough to be interesting. Hot take. Mark mixing it up in the comments with his hot takes. I'm really glad people are landing on their feet post-RT. Me too. I think it's one of the coolest and most gratifying things is seeing all the little mini RTs that are being created and thrown out into the world from ex-employees. All right. Oh, look at that pretty sunrise we got coming up. This was not a bad spot after all. Would you do voice acting for Stinky Dragon? I've already done. I'm some sort of a centaur character that they have me do voices for every once in a great while. But yeah, I'm always happy to do that for them. Thank you for the sub, Citizen. I'm not much of a voice actor though. I don't really. That was never my thing. A lot of people would come into Rooster Teeth and then suddenly want to be voice actors, and I get it, but I wasn't one of those people. Do I think AH should have gone independent from RT when you were at the helm? No, I don't. I think that would have been that group of people would have been impossible to keep together in a way that would allow that entity to continue to succeed. There's just no. So, all right, you mentioned biking in the rain and living around the Mandeville area. Do you remember riding the Trace at all, or just around your neighborhood? I don't know what the Trace is, so I guess not. But this would have been in like 89, 90, somewhere around there. 88, 89, 90. But no, I'm afraid I don't remember what the Trace is. I think my issue with Minecraft movie and why I haven't watched it is that it felt like it was targeted specifically for kids, and I feel like if they made it more interesting for all ages, it would have done 10 times better. I also think they flopped by not doing full animation. I don't know if it flopped or if it did well. I think it might have made a lot of money. I just didn't think it was any good. Backgrounds are for the Regulation Podcast. For the YouTube and Patreon video cuts of the Regulation Podcast. The shutdown of RT didn't stop anything. It just carpet bombed the internet with RT content creators, essentially. Yeah, the start of RT was, I mean, I was a voice actor, but it wasn't like a life goal of mine or anything. I only did it because Bernie asked me to. I like doing it. Don't get me wrong. I'll always play Griff, but I'm not going on auditions or trying to work with Funimation or anything. I'm happy doing the other stuff I do. Acting has never been a goal for me. If AH had gone independent, we probably wouldn't have gotten Haunter or the hardcore games. If AH had gone independent, you wouldn't have Regulation. And I genuinely cannot imagine being happier in my career than I am right now. And I think that Regulation is making by far the best stuff I've ever made in my 23 years. And I think it's the best version of AH, RT, LP, whatever acronym you want to throw. I think it's the best version of any of that stuff we've ever done. I think the group, the five of us, is the perfect combination. The chemistry is perfect. There's no impediments or roadblocks to success. There's nobody holding us back. We're all rowing in the same direction. It's just, it feels like it took me 23 years to get it right to this degree. So I can't imagine things happening any different than they did, because I cannot fathom that any of those changes would have improved the situation that I'm at right now, which is just, pinch me. I can't believe how good things are going. It doesn't feel real. It's hard to trust. Yeah, The Office has been great so far. Do you still feel like you have to make content to hang out with your friends? Yeah, I do. Kind of, yeah. It's very kind of you. Thank you, Rabbit Skywalker. Mega 64 is the best. I love those guys. That's what Eric wants. Tuesday the 19th. Hold on a second. We're about time to stop this recording, but I'm kind of enjoying what we've got going on here, so I want to let it go for a little bit longer. So we just have a meeting. We're just trying to meet with business meeting stuff. Eric and I still have to run the business of Regulation behind the scenes, so that still requires talking to lawyers and accountants and insurance agents and stuff from time to time. Every 15 minutes, this fucking thing, huh? Well, that's good to know. Let's do... Let's do a different game. Let's do one more on Sea of Thieves. Yeah, it's so hard to make myself do the business stuff. I've got papers, five sheets of paper that need to be filled out. I just need to sign it and like check stuff, business stuff that's been sitting on my printer for 2 days. I cannot make myself do it. I need more regulation content. It's what I listen to on my drives and when I'm working. I get mad every time Eric stops the recording due to time when you guys still have gas in the tank. Yeah. I hear you. Do you think you break the fourth wall too often on the podcast, or do you think that's the point? I definitely don't think we break the fourth wall too often. No, not at all. I don't even know if the fourth wall applies to the podcast. Restaurants don't sell whole chicken wings anymore? I'll give you that one, Mark. Thanks for the subs, Lieutenant Science Butt. Okay. You can also tell that you guys enjoy each other and what you do in every piece of content, which makes it better for us. And I'm sure you guys as well. Not that I didn't think you guys enjoyed it before. Oh, there were times. Feels less forced. Yeah. I don't always feel like we were forced in the way that people thought we were in the old days. I didn't always necessarily agree when people made that comment, but we're definitely not forced now. We have a very simple structure that we follow where, you know, majority rules. So if 3 people are excited about something, we'll do it. If they're not, then we won't. And so there's never a lack of enthusiasm in things that we create because the majority always wants to make it. And if something doesn't get majority approval, then you just move on. It's fine. It's no big deal. You get them next time. Okay. What if we just sailed? What if we just sailed for like 15 minutes? We'll just go. How do I zoom? There we go. We'll just go. We'll go south east. Are we dead in the middle? Yeah, that's fine. No, why did I do that? Stop. Dummy. Dummy, dummy, dummy. What's up, Galactic Bebop? This is what I want to do. Lift that a little bit so I can see. Lift a little bit more. Just on the shot. What do you think? This is good, right? Just gonna slowly sail. No problem, RS Sparrow. No problem. Be cool if the mast was in the middle of the fucking frame, but what are you gonna do? That's how boats are, you know. It'd be cool to do from the crow's nest, but I'm afraid that we would crash at some point in the 15 minutes. Ooh, lookout point. Not much I can do about that. Might as well just embrace the camera movements. Just try to be cinematic about it. Need someone to accordion? Yeah. There's nothing more fun than when you get a full boat and everybody's just playing music at the same time while you're sailing across the ocean. This game has some fucking epic, naturally epic moments. That's definitely... some birds trying to race us. Love it. So cool. This game has nailed water better than any game ever. I don't know the answer to that. Your mom, I think it's probably always looked this way, but I could be wrong. I didn't play seasons like 3 through 15 or whatever. Hi, Jeff. I missed you. I remember watching you in the H crew back in high school and during COVID. I always loved your uncomfortable. Your uncontrollable just makes me laugh, even if you didn't find the joke funny. Well, thank you. Good to see you, Marksman. I get the impression that the forced... what is this? Not okay. That the forced into was... let me make sure there's fresh GTA and Minecraft every week when you just run into it. Yeah. We were victims of success in that way. We made something that everybody wanted, and then they wanted more of it and more of it and more of it, and we wanted to give it to them. And we tried to give it to them for as long as we could. New Regulation podcast out today, episode 66. Be sure to listen to it wherever podcasts are listened to, I guess. I think it's a particularly good one. I feel like we've been kind of on a roll the last, like, 7 or 8 episodes. Ooh, we're getting shot at. Let's not get hit. I'd rather not have to plug any holes. Oof. Speaking of holes. Whoa, not cool. Apologize for that momentary distraction. They're still shooting at us. Hey, Razor 90 SWE. Do you see modern modern tongue-tied what? Do you see modern content creation as podcasting, or do you view other mediums to become popular in the future? I mean, I think there's a million avenues to choose from. Podcasting is definitely one of them, but I wouldn't say it's the main one. It's definitely the most crowded right now. This is a fun little experiment, though. I wonder if Nick will use it. Hope so. Also, just a side note, I think it's funny that Gav immediately clocked my name as a twist of Bill Nye the Science Guy. Gavin Jeff immediately goes to Lieutenant, which totally tracks. Do you still talk to Bernie and Gus? Of course. Been dealing with those assholes for like 32 years. I don't know why I'd stop now. Have I ever accidentally recorded my face cam with the background? Yeah. I did it for an entire day and ruined an entire day of recording. I think Good Morning Gus is incredible. Thank you. Jeff's the only number Bernie has memorized. That's true. I hope Gustavo had a good morning. Yeah, I haven't talked to him today, but I hope he did as well. Yeah, I do have a podcast with Gus currently. Called Good Morning Gustavo. This week was probably episode 6 or 7, so I think we only have 1 or 2 more of this season. Do Gus and I only talk during the GMG recordings? I only see him during the recordings. We talk on text. Eric and Gus and I have a group text that we is fairly active. Was Robert Rodriguez an influence back in the day? In a vague way for me, in a very specific way for Bernie and Matt. I think he was much more of an influence to them than me. But yeah, I found him influential. I was living in New Jersey, and I was more of a Kevin Smith guy. They were in Texas, and they were Rob Rodriguez guys. But two sides of the same coin. Does he prefer to go by Gustavo now? Yes, he prefers to go by Gustavo now. Ooh, thank you for the sub. Moderate foe. Do we have any plans on releasing regulation animated content like we did with Fuckface? No, we have zero plans. That is, animation's expensive, and we no longer have an animation studio in our company. So, no, there's a 0.0% chance you'll see more regulation animation. Thanks for the sub, Braylina. Amazing Matt says, hey, Jeff, thanks for the years of entertainment. Oh, sure, no problem. I got my Gerplers and my extra medium patch shirt. Hell yeah, coming up on a year of complete cold turkey sobriety. Do you find busying yourself is the best way to find motivation or inspiration while not drinking? Thank you for everything. I'm officially a dirty comment leaver. Yeah, you are. I like to stay busy, though. So I hate boredom. Probably because I was an only child and I moved around a lot, so I just was constantly in boards scenarios where I had to invent my own fun. So I found staying busy was the ultimate tool. I used to keep a book with me at all times. So I was a big reader. I haven't been reading much the last couple of years, but I used to read a lot more than I do now. And I would just keep a book in my back pocket. And then anytime I got antsy, I would just either hold the book or read a couple pages. But sometimes just holding it was enough, and that helped. No, does it do? No. That idea was pretty much done when we finished it at RT. There was an idea I had for a spin-off series specifically for kitchen stuff that could potentially make its way into the future someday, but I don't think so. I feel like we've explored that idea pretty fully, and there just weren't that many other good props to use or products. Oh, yeah, I heard Jordan's doing RTAAs again with RT. That's very cool. Break Show is coming back, yeah. Yeah, animation was never my thing. That was always Bernie and Matt and Monty. I was never big. I mean, Machinima I did, obviously, but traditional animation was never really my bag. So I never had much to do with it or that side of the business at all. I just played video games. All those animals are dead now. Cheese pizza. Yeah, I just think boredom can be destructive in certain personality types. And so you got to be really careful if you're one of those. Like a human version of a German Shepherd. You get real destructive if you're not kept busy. You should be exceedingly proud of yourself, Amazing Matt. That is a tremendous feat. As an owner of a German Shepherd, I agree. They're like the ultimate work dogs. They're the ultimate, like, listen, they're great dogs, but they need to be trained and they need to be kept busy or they're going to fuck your life up kind of dogs, I feel like. Great way to be bored in a new way. What did I just hit? Did I hit a barrel or a exploding barrel? Do I need to go? Yes. I feel like even when you're busy, you're still kind of destructive. Yeah. I'm not my most destructive when I'm happy, I think, which is dangerous. Dog daycare, yeah. Albert has to go to dog daycare twice a week, or he'd lose his fucking mind. But then, like, the day after that day, he's just a wreck. He can't move. He's exhausted. He sleeps on the sofa all day long. It's awesome. Just need y'all to drown me in as much regulation content as possible. We're doing our best. We're releasing essentially 6 days of content a week, and that doesn't count So All Right, Good Morning Gus, all the side shit, 100% Eat. Get throw in there. Eric's wrestling thing. Gavin has this slow motion thing he does. Favorite donut? Oh, easily. Glazed. Just a hot glazed donut. Apple cinnamon donuts in Michigan are really good, though, the hot ones, when you get during apple season. Oof. Yeah, Round Rock Donut's pretty good. No, the Sloppy Joe's... I can't get my throat clear today. The Sloppy Joe's clocks are gone. I genuinely don't know what happened to them. I don't think Gavin ended up with them. What is my favorite type of content to make? Drafts and Sloppy Joe's Bingo, I think, are my two favorite things to make. But I guess the podcast more than anything, I should say. That's the most important thing I do, I feel like. And everything else exists, because of and off of the podcast. Bulldogs are incredibly lazy animals, but they're like little velociraptors for the first 2 years they're alive. And then they chill out. Albert's about 70% chill. He's getting there. There's no new Sloppy Joe's Bingo on the books, but we will do one in the future at some point for sure. Maybe in September, October. Yeah, they have big ass donuts at Round Rock. Hopefully this doesn't make anybody seasick watching the podcast. Oh, no. I don't have any. I'm gonna go down with the ship. That'll be how we end it. Oof, shooting at me directly. Hit the boat, not me. Jesus. What rats are scurrying. Yeah, we're sinking pretty fast. We're pretty sunk here. Woof. Woof. That's not good. All right, that seems like a fun way to end it. All right, I'll tell you what, I'll hang out here for 5 minutes with you guys, but I think that's probably where I'm going to stop for the day. Okay, that was like, I think we must have made a good 5 or 6 videos today, probably. That should hold Nick off for a while, hopefully. Hope everybody has a good day today. Don't forget to listen to the Regulation Podcast. Episode 66 came out today. I believe that is what the episode is, 66, yeah? I think it's very funny. Don't forget to check out So All Right every Tuesday. Don't forget to check out Good Morning Gustavo every Monday. Don't forget to check out my wife's podcast, Clutch My Pearls, every Tuesday. Regulation Podcast on Wednesdays. We stream on Fridays from 4 to 5:01 p.m. on twitch.tv/The Regulation Pod, 5:01 p.m. on Friday being the best time of the week. Do not forget about that. Don't forget about our Patreon over at patreon.com/The Regulation Pod. And have a great fucking day. Love you guys. Talk to you later.